don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
So you know somebody doesn't respect you. They listen to reply, not to be understood. They cut you off. They minimize what actually matters to you. They laugh at your boundaries, and then they call you sensitive when you try to hold the line. They show up late, they cancel last minute, forget the things you've told them, because in their world, your time, your energy, even your voice aren't a priority. They're just an option. You see, there are two kinds of people. Those who adjust when they realize they've actually hurt you, and those who expect you to adjust so they don't have to change. You don't need to be disrespected loudly to be disrespected deeply. Sometimes you'll see it. It's just in their tone, in their patterns, in the silence after you're known. Respect isn't what they say when they're watching. It's how they act when they think you'll tolerate it.
Construct, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, maybe rip bones. But no matter how close I am, my ancestors speak. They tell me they're tired as a friend on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep. Longing to sing until I surpass peak. Until they think we are equal, please. All I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their bones would bleed. Begging the generations remember our story.
Yo. Good afternoon. Peace, blessings, glory, praise, and honor to the Most High. Happy Wednesday. I hope all is well with each and every single one of you. The weekend is right around the corner. Be safe on the road. Stay hydrated. Don't crash out on the boss. See the title. We got some stuff to talk about, man. I got Sarah in the building. I got a 5-minute clip, man. A 5-minute clip. This is brand new information to me. It just came out like a day ago. But just a quick recap, and I'm gonna bring my people up here. Big Tigger from the basement had some allegations against him about abuse. His wife went to social media, bruised up, crying. Everybody was looking at him like he was the worst human in the world. Nobody really had reserve. Nobody was waiting for the information to come out to really tell if he actually put hands on her or not. And then more video footage comes out, and it shows that not only is he clear and absolved from any type of physical abuse against that woman, but their tussle was over his cell phone. She was trying to take that man's phone. I guess she suspected something was in the phone. Maybe she seen something in the phone. Either way, he wanted it back. She wasn't trying to give it up. They got to tussling on the ground. It was nasty. But this right here is something different, because she just got arrested for something that I did not know was a part of this. Sorry, let me bring you up. My bad. Good afternoon. Good morning to you. How are you?
Yeah, morning. How's it going? Happy Thursday.
Likewise. Yeah, this whole situation was messed up from the jump. Because I did multiple reactions to it, and they were both based off of the fact that we didn't really have enough proof to crucify him. You know, I don't play around with domestic abuse, men hitting women or women hitting on men. But then when you see the footage, it clearly just shows he's trying to get his property back from her, and she's fighting to the tooth and nail to keep the phone. She's throwing a fit like a child and everything. She even goes on to Twitter. She makes a post that says she never said that he beat her. The people just assume because she left so much for interpretation. But this is something else. This is why you gotta really know who you dealing with. I'm gonna let the clip play, and I'll let you kick it off. Like I said, this is about a 5-minute clip, so y'all get y'all something to snack on, something to drink, and let's get into it.
So I'm not going to talk about Big Tigger's DV allegations. However, those allegations open up a can of worms, and I think it deserves its own spotlight. Here we go.
Troubling unsolved missing person cases more than 7 years after she vanished amid a contentious custody dispute. Alicia was just 10 years old when she was reported missing from her home in Reisterstown, Maryland on May 25th, 2019. Today, she would be 17 years old, yet authorities have still not publicly located her, and the case remains open. According to Baltimore County Police, Alicia was last seen at her residence on Aaron Russell Court. Investigators have previously stated that there was no evidence suggesting a stranger abduction. Reports over the years have indicated that she may have been with her mother around the time she disappeared. The case emerged following a lengthy custody battle between Alicia's parents. Her father, Darrell Williams, has publicly stated that he spent years fighting for custody of his daughter and was eventually awarded full custody after extensive court proceedings. According to Williams, Alicia disappeared shortly before she was scheduled to be returned to his care. For years, Williams has maintained that Alicia's mother knows where their daughter is. He has repeatedly appealed for answers and continues to hope that Alicia will one day be found safe. The disappearance gained additional attention because of events that occurred years before Alicia vanished. Court records and reports indicate that her mother, Alicia Brown, previously faced criminal charges after authorities alleged she left Alicia unattended in a vehicle for several hours while visiting a Maryland casino.
It was a dangerous and illegal gamble that 24-year-old Alicia Denise Brown took on New Year's Eve, one that landed her in handcuffs. The Baltimore mother left her 4-year-old daughter alone in the car all day at the Maryland Live Casino in Hanover. Lieutenant Smith says there is security video of Ms. Brown inside the casino, adding that the cameras also show after parking on level 4 of the garage, Brown was away from that car for some 8 hours and never went back to check on her daughter. It was a casino security patrol that found her around 6:30 p.m., heard a child screaming, the car windows covered with blankets. Her mother is in big trouble with the law. Alicia Brown arrested at the scene and charged with second-degree child abuse and child neglect.
Tell us, how this began. Like, for people who are just hearing your name, who are you? Where are you from? And when did you meet Alicia?
My name's Darrell. I'm from Baltimore, born and raised. And I met Alicia in 2009. How our beginning started, we dated for a year. It didn't work out. And in that year, she sent me to jail, which was kind of my primary reason for not having this work out. And from the time that she was pregnant, had the baby, and we both tried to raise her, she did not really want me involved in Alia's life. So it had always been a struggle to be consistently involved in Alia's life without the court's help.
What did she send you to jail for that first time?
I've always went to jail, ironically, for the same charge, and it was for assault. We got in an argument. We sort of went out one night back in, 2013, I believe, 2009, 2010 maybe. We supposed to have went out and we got in an argument, so I changed plans. I turned my car around and I was going to take her back home, and she took the keys out the car, and we almost crashed. When I got the keys back to the car, she started hitting me with everything that was in vicinity of her reach in my car. I used to have like, I used to have a bunch of stuff in my car, so she was just hurling objects. By the time we got to park and the police arrive and everything, they arrest her because they look at my face, they look at all the marks on me, and they arrest her that night. But because she was pregnant, she said she was miscarrying. They took her to the hospital, and then they released her. A day later, I got arrested. I had a warrant for my name saying that I brutally assaulted this woman, and it was completely false.
If you want to listen to the entire interview, please visit Nina Brown's Facebook page. I have a screenshot here so that you can see her profile picture. I want to make sure you're on the right page because this interview is very telling. Very telling. Now, again, I'm not going to talk about the allegations against Big Tigger on this page. However, the video is out there and you can look at that and make your own determination on how you feel about that. What I will say here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. There is so many things we can we're going to unpack on. How dare you leave your child in a car to go play in a casino? You didn't go in for an hour. You were in there for hours. I don't care who you are, what you're doing, and what your situation is. You don't do that. You certainly don't do that. Don't make a child suffer or leave a poor child in a car to get your fix. That's it. That's all it is at the end of the day. You're selfish. You are not reliable. You're an unfit mother. Yeah. Everything else, I really don't care. For that is something that needs to be, as I said, community service 101 for years. If you don't want to have a child, don't open your freaking legs. Simple as that. Sorry, I know it's pretty dark and heavy, but I'm just like, and then the sheer fact that, I could hear he was trying to make it work, but nah, she's a nut job. She's got issues, big time. And I know that she was using that child, as leverage. And the poor guy, as I said, they had a domestic violence, as any situation, any of that kind of stuff. I don't care. It's always the man's fault. You know what I mean? Once you make that call, that's it. And the poor guy had a warrant. Not the poor guy, but, there was a warrant against him as well. Nah, she knows exactly what she's doing. You know what I mean? The sheer fact that you are taking out whatever your frustration or not even frustration. You're just trying to show who's boss. You got the law involved. You have got a child that you left in the car. You're an unfit mother. It just fathoms me. It just and I see it time and time again when mothers don't need to be and shouldn't be a mother. They just want to collect a paycheck or they just want to be on the, what do you guys call it out here? We call it Social Security or like the dole. Benefits, that's what you guys call it out here. And I'm just like, and you see them, those kind of women, you want to run because they are just like, the mind is not right, they're not presentable. Presentation is everything, but come on, man. Come on. You don't leave a poor child in a car to go get whatever, who's to say she was in the casino playing? She could be up in one of those rooms, getting her fix, getting a high. We don't know that, but the poor child is suffering. And then the guy wanted to actually, he has a warrant against his name. This is all staged. And unfortunately, he just got the wrong girl. And that's something against his name for the rest of his life. You cannot remove that off your name. Yeah, as I said, these kind of stories and scenarios, it just really just rubs me and pisses me off. Because we really don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You know what I mean? That's it. You make that phone call, as you know, no one's going to take it lightly. And unfortunately, this guy, it's his word against everyone else's. Justice won't be served. You know what I mean? Well, they supposedly justice will be servers. And it's just, yeah, yeah. It upsets me. You know, you don't abuse a poor child. The child doesn't know any better. The safety is in your hands. You know what I mean? I don't know, when I see, mothers or, fathers with their children, trust me, I know it's hard. I know it's tough. I really, it's just, you want to protect, this is you. This is a part of you. You need to protect them at all costs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All this makes me mad. Makes me mad. You know what I mean? And I know there's different laws in different states. It's all different. But at the end of the day, how old is this child? 4? A 4-year-old left in a car? What if it's 100 something degrees heat? That poor child's going to die. You know what I mean? And I know she didn't leave anything, no water, no bottles, no snacks, no nothing, no treats. Her mind and her, I just want to go, I'm going to the casino. Don't worry about, the repercussions. But yeah, and yeah, as I said, domestic violence, it's all mess. It's just mess, 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 and more mess.
Don't mind me because I'm going to jump around from different parts of this. Um, First thing that I'm going to say is the story, the caption, all of that alone.
Yeah.
It humbles me because it makes me think about how fortunate a lot of us are that we are not tied or connected to another human being with that type of
Yeah.
mindset.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
we complain and we want love,
Mm.
affection, and all of these different things, but you don't really take into consideration what kind of person are you really praying for? Are you getting what you're asking for? Are you prepared for what you're asking for? This woman has a pattern, and I don't know if these gentlemen ignored the red flags and they decided to pursue it anyway. But what I've noticed is that, one, this was back in 2014. She's in custody for kidnapping right now. So you have a child that hasn't been seen for years. They would be 17, like right now, 17, 18 roughly. So they've been gone for X amount of time. Tigger, the gentleman that's a part of this situation, is looking for his kids. She is withholding this information. Is the same one that had another child sitting in a car while she was off gambling. Two different situations, all tied around the same woman. And it's frustrating, right? Because like I want to defend my sisters and my brothers when they are right, but I also got to put belt to you when you wrong. There was a lot of poor choices, a lot of awful decision making between the parents, between the suitors, and all that. I think looking back, neither one of them would have ever tried to approach her or procreate with her if they would have known. But I also believe to some extent they did know what type of female she was. And instead of breaking away from that when they had the chance, they continued on entertaining her. And because she's never had any real correction in her life, this is what you got. So you mean to tell me she tried to kill y'all in the car? She took the keys out the car because you didn't want to take her on a date. If I'm buying your story, she took the keys out while you're driving, almost killed you both, but you end up in jail. She walks away scot-free. We hear nothing more from you. Fast forward, she meets Big Tigger, has a child with him. The child disappears. He ain't getting no visitation rights. Then the video come out. Y'all try to accuse him of beating and assaulting her. So this is the second time she done falsely accused somebody of assaulting her. And you telling me y'all know how to pick? You know how to meet people? That's how, like, everything. I don't know. I'm like I said, I knew I was going to jump all over the place because there's too many different things to cover here. But just my initial thoughts. The only people I feel bad for is the kid. That's it.
I'm there with you. It's just like, as we don't know what goes on behind closed doors at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like the sheer fact that they kept this daughter at bay, like, come on, 17, 18 years, that's a long, long time. That's a long time to kind of, it's like, it comes across like I'm hiding or she's hiding or using her as leverage. So I can't get past this child situation. And this poor guy, Big Tigger, I mean, like, he's caught up with it. But it's just like, this has happened so long ago. Why is it all surfacing now? That, like, I'm going, okay, he was arrested in Georgia on kidnapping related warrants. That's like a day ago. So if she's 17, so what's been happening last, say, 17 years? Like, why is this all coming to surface now? As I said, things like this, it disturbs me. It really upsets me because I can't fathom. Like, it's like, I always said this, how well do you know someone? At the end of the day, how well do you know someone? I'm a great believer because I know most of us, well, not most of us, there's two of us. There's like we'll live a double, I don't want to say it, but like a double life. How well do you know someone? Until they get caught or shit hits the fan, a lot of things come to the surface. Sorry, it's the truth because you might live with someone, you think you might know them, trust me, I've got some stories where I thought, oh yeah, I've lived with this person for so long. You know, roommates, flatmates, kind of your partners, your exes, you know, your wives, your ex-wives, your ex, you know, husbands. It's not until after the fact, when you're no longer with them, everything for some reason comes to surface, and you're like, I was with that person. How did I miss this? I'm telling you, there's two sides to every story. We know that. But how well do you know someone at the end of the day? Oof, oof, oof.
I
That's
don't,
all I could say. Oof.
I don't think most of us really take the time out to get to know people anyway.
Mm,
I think
that's gone. Yeah,
that
that's
ship,
gone.
yeah, that ship has sailed a
Yeah,
while ago.
yeah,
But I guess once you get screwed over enough, that's when
yes.
you'll slow the hell down, and humility finds you when you're
Yeah,
ready for it.
yeah,
Um, I think this entire situation is piss poor. I think
yeah,
that women like her make it more difficult
yeah,
for people to have healthy relationships
yeah.
with their children. Um,
Mm-hmm.
they're responsible for a lot of the anger that's built up in men.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why men don't have the same level of trust in women anymore.
Mm,
And I think that also that side where they actually hold you accountable, they don't speak up enough. And so you get women like this that continuously get away with this stuff.
yeah,
They feel impervious to accountability.
yeah,
So you end up seeing them lashing out in the store or in the restaurant like 5 year olds, smacking the shit out you, or knocking stuff out your hand, or inappropriately touching you because they're a woman and they never got their ass beat when they was a kid. Their mom didn't beat them. Maybe dad wasn't there. Maybe dad spoiled them too much.
yeah,
But for you to have a history of lying on somebody and having them falsely arrested, there's definitely some stuff going on with you
mm,
that's beyond our understanding. Period.
yeah, definitely,
And I'm with you.
definitely.
How the hell do you hide somebody for 10 plus years?
Thank
Nobody
you.
nobody says nothing. Big Tigger says, look, I've been trying to find my kid, but she's not coming up off no information, or she's acting like she don't know shit. But you married her. Like, you married her and had a
Yeah,
that I don't know
yeah,
that. How do you pick somebody like that and then act surprised when you get that right there?
yeah. Look, you know, uh, it's like, okay, you have a dark history, or you have a dark past, or I should say, a fucked up past. And the sheer fact that you're going in to this marriage, or you're going in marrying this person, this is when you're supposed to run. This is when you need to pump the brakes, like on a female's point of view. Because how can you live knowing this or doing this? You know what I mean? Is this a way of kind of like a get out of free jail card? Is this supposed to be a new life for you? Are you trying to better yourself? Nah, nah. This is, yeah. Yeah, she knows exactly what she's doing. And yeah, this poor guy, you know, okay, big Tigger. You know what I mean? I'm just like, the stories, it's just, as I said, different. Like, how, like, she was arrested, right? It's Baltimore County Police, right? A disappearance of a 17-year-old, could be even longer. I think it could be longer. And yeah, and the disappearance of a 10-year-old. Oh boy, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. My mind. It's just some things that just can't compute and just can't register all this. It's just so much mess, so much. Like, why would you want to get yourself involved in someone like that? Like, death to do us apart? Yeah, no offense. Blow that up. Blow the bridge. Cut the cords. Okay. Yeah. As I said, some mornings I can't register this, or some afternoons I can't have a conversation because it's just like, I don't know. Where's your soul? Where's your heart? There is none. You must be stone cold. You know what I mean?
Or you just completely out of touch.
Hmm?
Or you just out of touch.
Totally out of touch. That's what I'm heading towards. Totally out of touch.
I think they're out of touch. Like with the initial video that I watched, so she all beat up. She got this cinematic view on. She's on TikTok. Her shit all swollen, and she's very vague. I hate vague people. You don't know what you're getting. See, when you get in front of the camera and your face is all messed up like that, what are people automatically going to assume, especially if you're a woman? They're going to assume that a guy did that to you. They're not going to think that you got into an altercation with a woman. They're going to think a man beat the hell out of you. She got in front of the camera. She didn't say he did this or he did that. She just got in front of the camera with the crocodile tears and let the internet run with its imagination. That's very problematic. That's very extremely dangerous. Big Tigger is not an average person. He's not a 9-to-5, and it wouldn't have mattered. But this is what I'm trying to say. He's worldwide. He's known everywhere. He has a brand. So you know that if the people are paying attention to him, they're paying attention to everything about his life, including you. So they know you by default. So when you show up on the big screen with your face all knotted up, the attention is going to be on you faster than it's going to be on me. And everybody loves to spin narratives. You have to be clear on what's happening. Otherwise, people are going to clip, cut, edit, and manipulate the video for their entertainment purposes so that they can monetize off of it. She was very vague about what happened. Actually didn't say too much of nothing. So you married to this man, don't know why you married him, unless you knew why you married him and he didn't realize that what he was signing up for would eventually get him here. You married him broken, unhealed, with a sense of self-entitlement. Maybe you thought that you could change him. Maybe you thought that you could deal with the type of lifestyle he has. And you couldn't. You lied to yourself. And every single woman that came around him You thought that he was after her. Maybe he's doing it. Maybe he's not doing it. The point is, you thought the grass would be greener on the other side by dealing with someone who has millions of dollars, or they financially could take care of you for life. So you would be the one out of a million that would be different than every other woman that came into his life, and that would stop him from sleeping around, allegedly. I don't know exactly what stirred that fight, but obviously them patterns were still there, because you end up trying to go through this man's device. He wasn't having it. So you're like, oh no. And he's trying to get, sounds just like when you was in that car and the other guy before Big Tigger wanted to take you home because he didn't like your attitude. And so you throw a fit, just like in this situation. And people that don't know how to control their emotions, they always do stuff like this. They get touchy, handsy, verbally abusive. They start damaging stuff when they don't have no control.
And he's an established person. You know what I mean? So, you know, as you know, that's that whole credibility. It's all lost. People are questioning it. And yeah, I don't know. As I said, there's so much to unpack on. You know, we don't know, like now, at this present point in time, we really don't know the extent of what went down. Like, you know, not to ever believe the tabloids. You never to what they write, what they put out there, in that kind of. It's never a truth behind it. You know what I mean? They want to spin it. They want to make it bigger than what it is. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because that's what sells. People believe that. People want to get caught up in the mess. You know, it could be a publicity stunt. I don't want to say that, but we don't know. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're already in the public eye. You know, too much money, not enough sense. In this case, no sense.
None. I want to play this other clip. This is the one that I was referring to
Okay.
about her throwing a fit. This is the more clear footage that came out. The other one was grainy. It was a CCTV joint. This one is pretty spot on. She gets into a little scuffle with him on the floor. You'll see. I'm about to bring it up here right now. This is what we got to be more careful of when we dealing with men and women with certain patterns. You might not recognize the patterns immediately, but you should be more careful with your discernment and how you wield it. This is what got him exonerated from any allegations.
Get off of me! Give me back my phone. Get off of me! Give me back my phone. You know what do you need it for? Get off of me. What do you need it for? Get off of me. Please get off of me. As soon as you give me my phone. Please get off of me. It's my phone. Please get off of me. Registered in my name. Please get off of me. Give me my phone. You're sticking my ear in my ear. Oh, sorry. Get off of me. Give me my phone. Please get off of me. You can stay right on the floor. You're a fucking manhandling. I'm not manhandling. Tigger, get off. Give me my phone. Do you not see all them cracks? Bro, why did you do I'm not doing that. Yes, you did. She dropped. Bro, you're literally stepping on her. I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want my phone. She could give me the phone and it'd be over. She could give me the phone and it would be over. Bro, just get over her. She's gonna give me. I'm not on her at all. Give me my phone. Get off of me. Give me my phone.
If I was anybody else, you wouldn't be doing this.
If you say so. It's my phone.
Bro, just get over here. You can buy a new phone. Mr. Tigger! Mr. Tigger, get up!
Explaining yourself.
Yeah, copyright reasons, I will not play that part, but yeah,
That's being filmed?
the son was recording it the whole time.
Couldn't get out of bed. I was moaning.
And you listen to her, and she crying and whining all on the floor, acting like a whole baby. Did you see him punch, kick, slam?
Look, you do not put, and you do not land a hand on no woman. I don't give a shit. You step away. And he actually, which it was, you could see he was locking it, like gridlock. That's excessive force. That's not needed. That is not needed. Okay, and why is the son recording it? Is it for evidence? Is he? What happened to the 911? 000. I don't care what country you're from. You know what I mean? Why didn't she just fucking pack up her shit and fucking get the fuck out? Sorry. Oof. Okay.
My whole thing with the whole situation was, I'm trying to show people that there's a pattern here. The video that I showed earlier of the first guy, he expressed that she had these kind of tendencies. You see them on display here. So it's not something that she just developed overnight. She's been like that for a while. Now, I don't know what the hell Tigger saw in her. Maybe she was just extremely good at hiding it. But there's no way in the world. Ain't no way in the world I would deal with nothing like that.
It was like, what's with all the clothing or packages, or what, did she go out and she did some shopping and then he lost his cool or something?
No, she must have saw something in his phone that she didn't like, and she wasn't trying to give him his phone back. You didn't see how she was clutching. She was doing this. She was holding on to his phone. He wanted his phone back. She wasn't trying to give it up.
Shit, I missed that one. I am so sorry. I couldn't. Like, I was like, I didn't see what she had. I thought she was defending herself. Oh my God.
You ain't hear him say, all I want is my phone back. All I want is my phone back. But she threw a fit. She threw a fit because he wouldn't. And my whole thing was, look, don't sign up for something that you ain't prepared for.
Yeah, okay, so he's hiding. Yeah, he's hiding things. That's what it is. And she caught him.
If you, most men, I'm not going to say all of them, but
yeah, I know.
Any guy, for the most part, that got that type of money and that type of lifestyle, they're not going to settle with just one woman.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, in a perfect world, if I'm a billionaire, I'm going to tell you exactly what the hell it is. I don't want just one woman.
Yeah.
You can be the main one, but I'm going to sleep around. Now, you can accept the terms and conditions.
Yes.
Or you can proceed to try to find another guy with my success and see how that work out. Probably it's going to take you longer because there's not too many millionaires and people that make that type of money out here. But if you want to follow a part of my program, this is what comes with it. I don't know what this was. I don't know if she faked like she was okay with it, or he just wasn't open about what he was doing. I don't even know if he was cheating or not.
Yeah. I was gonna say it could be. Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, that's his property. You have no right going through his property. And if you felt like you couldn't trust them, then you shouldn't be with him.
Yeah.
If you weren't okay with the lifestyle that he had, you shouldn't have been with him.
Yeah.
And then on his part, hell, he should have been honest and upfront about who he is and what he is. If he's doing anything, we're just speculating. We don't have no proof that he was doing nothing.
Exactly.
A lot of folks are very sensitive about their phones.
Totally.
Like,
that's everything in there. That's
yeah.
that's a, as you know, that's a diary of your life, your day to day, hour to hour. You know what I mean? And you know, yeah. I boy.
So what you have here is you have brothers who don't discern and vet properly, and you have women like this. I'm not talking about all y'all. I'm talking about, in this case, we have women who sign up for shit that they're not prepared for. But you got this ego and this attitude. You think that you're special or you bigger than the program. Everybody not gonna be on some real lovey-dovey type stuff. Everybody not gonna be faithful and loyal, especially if they got money. They can go and leave as they please. But you got to have respect in your relationship. If you don't trust a person to go through your device, you shouldn't be with them. If you see red flags and ignore them when stuff goes sour, you can't be mad at it. She has violent tendencies. She's very immature. For fuck's sake, she left her kid in a car for hours while she was gambling. And now you telling me she just got arrested for alleged kidnapping? So this man had a kid with her at the age of and then somewhere around the age of 10 or some shit, she disappears for like 7-8 years. The kid disappears for like 7-8 years or some shit like that. He's looking for her. The whole time you know where the kid at, but because you so spiteful, bitter, I don't know what is inside somebody's mind to keep somebody from their offspring. What could you possibly get from that? That's a different level of evil, a different level of manipulation. Her character, that's what I'm trying to get at. Her character has shown that she is not somebody that you should have laid down with, but we be so horny, so quick to want to just be with somebody. We don't really care about the other stuff that come with dealing with people who don't have no control over their own identity.
Unfortunately, that type of men with that status and that caliber, it's a part of them, and they're not about to give it up. It goes with it. It's that lifestyle. And unfortunately, you know, she probably thought at the beginning, I can handle it, or but really, sometimes, you know, something could have broken or something made her snap. And she was like, I'm going to show you, or, yeah. Oof. Oof. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, you know, you don't have to stay.
You don't.
Yeah.
You don't. And like my man said in the chat, nah, he didn't have to give her nothing.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
You don't have to give the person your phone.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, that's on you. if you have that type of relationship with the person and y'all cool, you go through my shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't. But
Yeah.
you best make sure that I can go through yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
It all depends on the people involved.
Yeah.
But see, that's why I say like people don't communicate no more. The way that y'all just get in and out of these situations be so irresponsible.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Somebody said in one of my comments, I don't feel sorry for Tigger, and I understood why. I understood perfectly why.
Yeah. Yeah.
You making $1 million. I don't pocket watch. But if I'm a successful businessman, I already know what type of people are out here. You can't trust too many. You have to be extra careful with who you let inside your house, man or woman. You can't have everybody around you. You got to vet. And I mean, you have to do the groundwork. Stop being lazy. You got to know these people. Do the Carfax. Imagine if Tigger would have did research on who she was, and then he would have pulled up all of her criminal history. I guarantee you he wouldn't bother with her. But he didn't. So for people who say your past don't matter, yeah, your past does matter. Your past absolutely matters. Stop trying to use that as an escape so that you can get away with carrying old habits that are toxic as hell. You just want to keep being and behaving like an adolescent when you should know better. You're 30 plus years old, 25 and up. You should know better. And for anybody out there that's trying to be tricks, or you trying to go after athletes and football players and all that, you just think that you God's gift to the world and you're going to be the one to make them settle, you're in for a rude awakening.
Yeah. Like, you know, if the sheer fact it's on tape, it's been recorded, that's a cry for help. Cry for help with a woman who's like, what? Why are you doing this? But then at the same time, she can and she should walk away. So that's not love. It's all convenience right now. So yeah, we can, as I said, we can sit here and I'm not finding faults. It is for what it is. And being a gentleman or being a man like him, he can do whatever, however, whenever. He doesn't need to explain anything to her. It's up to her now to put up with it, accept it, or just get the hell out for your insanity levels. A meal ticket. That's how I look at it. That's how I see it. It's a meal ticket.
I blame on both for different reasons.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. My mind is like, do I veer and go towards him, or do I veer towards her? It takes two. You know what I mean? It takes two. As I said, there's two sides for each story. Any right mind would want to leave, but hey.
Y'all got to start crashing out when you see or hear things that you don't like. I understand we pour and we invest a lot of time in the people. So when the lines are crossed and you feel betrayed, of course it's not going to feel good. But responding with violence, temper tantrums, and all that, that's not going to make the matters any better. It's not going to change the situation.
It's like he's put a hold on her. But as I said, we can't pick we can't find faults in any of them because it's both of them. And there's no wrong and there's no right. It is what it is. And it's too messy and it's too dark. I'm just going to leave it alone. Yeah, because as I said, it's just, you can't reason. You can't reason unreason. I mean,
Yeah, her ass about to pay for that shit. Like you literally kidnapped and held this man's offspring from him for all them years. I don't even know how he managed to stay married to you that long. Like, what's going through your head? You laying next to somebody that you suspect of hiding your own child from you. Like, how does that work? Oh, is it? I don't know.
it's a conversation, like it's so mind-boggling. As I said, you can't even talk about it because it's just so left field.
But yet nobody really want to own up and admit how diabolical some of these women are, man. Some of y'all make it difficult for fathers to be fathers. For real, for real. It don't always be the dude, you know what I'm saying? But don't open your legs to men that you don't want to be committed to, that you're going to have problems with, that you're not equally yoked with if they don't follow God. Don't lay down with women that don't follow God, that don't follow doctrine. Y'all got to stop being so messy. Then you wouldn't be in these type of conditions. And you should be able to lay your phone wherever you want. If you're going to be with somebody who has a certain type of lifestyle, you're going to have to be okay and comfortable within yourself. As a woman, you should know your man and yourself so well that you're never worried about another person stepping in. Your marriage, your relationship should be so strong with your person that you never worry about infidelity. It wouldn't matter if they were Holly Berry or somebody like that.
Yeah. Certainly the trust is broken. Hold on, let me take that back. From the beginning, there was no trust.
Bang, 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 bang.
None. And I know the more that comes out, people are going to be like, damn. Don't tell me the past don't matter no more. I don't want to hear that shit no more. No more on social media. Why are men so worried about women's body count in their past? And rewind it back to the beginning of this. Then that'll answer your question. Or you can go to the dozens and dozens of video clips on social media that exposes how nefarious some of these people are. One dude thought 3 kids was his. None of them were. All 3 of them were his uncle, cousin, and I think his father. His wife was sleeping with his uncle, cousin, and like his father or his brother or some shit. She had kids by his relatives. He married her and everything. Like, stop saying past don't matter. Or like, y'all kill me with this. Women are just as imperfect as men are. Yeah, true story. He tried to kill her, but she lived. He pulled up to her job, shot her, she survived, and he's in jail.
Talk about a family affair.
Girl.
That's crazy. That's insane. Yeah, I think I might need another 2 cups of coffee now. I might need something a little stronger.
I know, right?
Oh my goodness.
I
Oh
hope
my
this,
goodness.
my final thoughts on this. I hope relationships can be salvaged between the parent and the child, that the actions of the adults didn't affect the children so negatively that they take what happened to them and they pass it on to future generations. I hope and pray that this woman gets help, that her punishment is justified, that she does not get to walk away from this unscathed, that the conversations moving forward are more open and unbiased about domestic abuse, that more people are held accountable for falsely putting that on somebody's name.
Yeah, you're right. Look, everyone just needs to get help. Simple. That's if you want it. And I'll leave it at that.
Salute to everybody who pulled up. I got another one for y'all later. Tap in. I'm about to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just good conversations, real conversations, things that need to be talked about, things that needs to be addressed. Keep at it. Keep work on it. I love it. As much as it's just like my mind, and if I go silent, I'm still processing and go, this is happening. This is real. How do you have a conversation about this? And we're from the outsider looking in. I can't do that in my life. I can't have that. That's too much mess. That's too much drama. Keep it clean. You know what I mean? For me, I can't. My mental and my energy and nah.
Real talk. Hey, but look, we about to get up out of here. I see y'all later, 9 o'clock. If you in the building, tap in with us. Until then, do me a solid before you go.
What's the goddamn button?
Peace.
Yes.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, maybe rip bones. But no matter how close I am, my ancestors speak. They tell me they're tired as a friend on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep. Longing to sing until I surpass peak. Until they think we are equal, please. All I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their bones would bleed. Begging that generations remember our story.